Welcome to the Somerset Valley Players production of Broadway Bound, directed by Todd Bennington and sponsored in loving memory of the Campanella family. And now, Broadway Bound!
Is it dinner yet?
In about a half an hour. No one's home yet. Why don't you stay in your room? It's warmer in there.
Maybe I'll walk down to the store and get a cigar.
It's ice on the street. It's 12 degrees out. Eugene will get you a cigar when he gets home.
I like cold weather.
You're always complaining you're freezing.
I don't like it cold in the house. I like it outside. I have nothing to read. Maybe I'll go to the library.
It's 6 o'clock. The library is closed. Eugene has a million books upstairs.
I don't read when he reads.
He has everything.
He doesn't have a book about Trotsky.
You just finished a book about Trotsky.
One book doesn't cover Trotsky. Thursdays they stay open till 7.
This is Friday.
I'll take a chance.
You want to fall and slip and break your hip again? You don't even have shoes on. You were going to walk in the snow in your slippers?
I put on my galoshes.
What's in the brown paper bag?
Where?
In their hand. What have you got there?
Nothing. It's garbage. I was going to throw it away.
Oh, well, give it to me. I'll put it in the trash can.
Will you stop treating me like a child? I'm your father. I'll do what I want. When I'm dead, you can treat me like a child.
You're not going to the library. You were going someplace else. Where were you going?
I'll go where I want. If you don't like it, I'll move in with Blanche. Blanche treats me with respect. Don't interfere with me.
You never go out at 6 o'clock. Something is going on here. If there's something in that bag that's important, you tell me and I'll bring it there myself.
The day I can't take care of my own things, they'll be praying for me at the synagogue. Kenny Gomes!
What is this? Is this your bed sheet? Where were you taking it?
To the Chinese laundry, they never close. I want it back, please.
You soiled your sheet and you didn't want to tell me. Why? I've been washing your bed sheet since I'm 10 years old. So you had an accident. It's all right, Papa.
Last night I've had accidents. This is the first time during the day.
So, what else have I got to do with my time? There's no one in this house anymore anyway. Take off your coat. You'll catch a cold.
Not a word. You promised me? I couldn't stay here if the boys knew.
The boys? Who sees the boys? I forgot what they look like.
Oh my God! Hi, Grandpa! Did you hear this is the coldest day in the history of the earth? Is Stanley home yet? Stan!
What are you yelling for? I hear you.
I was yelling upstairs for Stanley. Why are you sitting in your coat?
What?
Why are you sitting in your coat?
I was going out. Your mother changed my mind.
You're better off. It's freezing. I saw a man kissing his wife on the corner, and they got stuck to each other. Mr. Jacobs, the tailor, is blowing hot steam on them.
2 people got stuck.
If they can't get them apart, they're going to have to sew all their clothes together.
They can't get them apart?
It was a joke, Grandpa.
Oh, that was a joke. What kind of joke?
I made it up. It's not a joke, really. It's just funny.
To who?
To me.
So, if it's funny to you, what are you telling it to me for?
The strange thing about my grandfather is he has totally no sense of humor. None. But everything he says, I think is funny. Maybe because he doesn't mean it to be. If he tried to be funny, he wouldn't be. Where's Mom?
I'll tell you something. What kind of animal wears a zipper?
A zipper. I don't know, what kind?
A horsefly!
See what I mean?
That's a joke. Not 2 people got stuck together. You understand?
Yes, Grandpa, thanks for the priceless information. My mother and father are the same way. I could say something so funny, the pictures on the walls would get cramps from laughing. And those three just stare at me like dead bodies. I'm trying to become a writer someday, and this is the encouragement I get.
What kind of fish sings an opera?
What kind of fish sings an opera? I give up. What kind?
A halibut!
Halibut?
I got it wrong. I thought it was a halibut, but it doesn't sound right.
Okay, I guarantee you a halibut is funnier than the real answer. I mean, look at him standing there with a hat on. If he put it on to be funny, it wouldn't be, but he doesn't know he's got it on, so it's hysterical.
Does a mackerel sound right?
Don't work on it, Grandpa. It'll come to you. My brother Stanley, he's the only one who appreciates my humor. When I make Stanley laugh, I feel like Charles Lindbergh landing in Paris. And Stanley comes up with great ideas. That's why the two of us teamed up. We're going to be a comedy writing team. The Jack Benny Show was brought to you by Lucky Strike and was written by Sean Perrin, Nate Monster, Bill Josephsberg, and Stanley and Eugene M. Jerome!
What are you eating a banana for? I made chocolate pudding.
It's not a fatal combination, Mom. Where's Pop? I have to talk to everybody.
I don't think he'll be home for dinner.
Again? That's twice this week. What are you setting his place for?
The hell with him. That's what I'm setting his place for.
Grandpa, what's wrong with Mom? Did she and Pop have another fight?
It's none of my business.
You know what's going on. She talks to you. You can tell me.
She used to talk to me. She doesn't talk to me anymore.
She snaps at everybody now. Even Stanley can't get a rise from her.
She was always like that. As a child, she could shut off for a month.
I can't picture her as a girl. Was she really supposed to be such a good dancer?
I only saw her dance once. I didn't like to go to those places. She used to win cups at that dance place.
The Primrose Ball.
At the place near Long Beach.
The Primrose!
It was a big dance place in those days. The Primrose Ballroom!
Even his timing was terrific. He was the greatest teacher of comedy I ever had, only he didn't know I was studying him.
Sure, she was a terrific dancer.
She told me once she danced with George Raft.
Who?
George Raft! The movie actor!
Ah, I know who he is. Yeah, sure, she danced with him. He wasn't a star then, he was just a greasy-looking kid. He used to go around to all the different ballrooms and pick out the best dancer. She was 15, 16 years old. Not pretty. She was never pretty. But she was graceful on her feet.
Why didn't she try to become a professional? Wasn't she good enough?
Oh. She had the accident. She burned half the skin off her back. 12 girls died in that fire. The owner of that shop went to jail. There was no ventilation, no back door. She couldn't walk for a year. She never went down to the beach again, not with her back like that. Her sister, Blanche, was a beautiful girl. There were boys lined up outside the house just to look at her. But Blanche, she couldn't dance a note.
What are you two talking about?
About when you used to dance with George Raft.
Oh, you see, Poppy still doesn't believe me.
Who said? I believe you. One day I'm going to write a movie starring George Raft, and he goes into this club, takes your hand, and dances a tango with you.
I did the foxtrot better. Make it a foxtrot.
What was the name of that place where you danced?
The Primrose Ballroom.
That was it, the Primrose!
Okay, listen up everybody. I have major news. This is serious.
And where is Stanley? The roast is almost dry.
Listen to me, will you? I have to talk to you.
Oh, Pop, you want a little wine tonight?
Yeah, no wine for me. Too much acid. I'll have a beer.
We're out of beer.
You got wine?
If only I could get these two on television. Will you please come in here and sit down? I have spectacular news for this family.
What family? You see a family in here?
Please sit. Okay, ready? I wish to announce that your youngest son, Eugene Morris Jerome, is getting married.
A Jewish girl?
He's kidding, Pop. He's not even going with anyone. How is he getting married?
True, I am not going with her yet. But I've seen her. Her name is Josie. I talked to her. I had lunch with her. I saw the color of her eyes. This is marriage, Mom. This is the girl for the rest of my life.
This is the same girl you went with last summer?
No, I hate that girl. I never liked her.
You went with her for a whole summer.
I had nothing else to do.
Well, tell me about it.
This girl is serious. I knew it from the minute I saw her. Her father owns a music company on the same floor where I work. She writes poetry. She paints. Her father hung the paintings up all over his office. She's incredible. She plays tennis, she plays golf, she plays softball. She's been to Europe. She hums Bach and Beethoven, and she can whistle Rachmaninoff. She has jet black hair and olive skin, and when she walks down the street, construction workers fall into the cement. If I live to be 100, I'll never meet another girl like her again.
And she likes you too?
Likes me. I took her to lunch, and we ate from the same chopsticks. We couldn't stop talking. Philosophy, literature, sports. Yeah, she likes me, all right.
I never heard you so excited about a girl before.
There's one minor complication, though. She's engaged to be married.
Kidding, Pop, that's a joke.
No, really, she's engaged to a Harvard law student. But I'm not worried. I think I have the inside track.
I have to check the roast.
She's not in love with him. She's breaking it off. She tried to tell him, but he doesn't care. He wants to marry her anyway. That's how great she is. If she was marrying him, would she have had lunch with me today?
Maybe she's looking for wedding gifts.
She sounds fickle, if you ask me.
I want to bring her to dinner next week. I want her to meet the family.
It's been a long time since this family ate together.
On a Sunday. Everybody's home on Sunday, okay?
We'll see. I'm sure she's a nice girl, but eat from your own chopsticks.
I have never seen her turn down the chance to cook for someone before. Something's wrong between her and Pop, isn't there? Grandpa! Did you hear me? He's sleeping. He's probably working on that halibut joke.
Where are you going? We're eating soon.
I'm not leaving the country.
Grandpa, is Eugene here? Gene!
What the hell are you screaming for?
I didn't know you were sleeping, sorry.
Then ask me. If you asked me, I would have told you.
You walk in the snow without your rubbers? The roast is half dry. Tell Eugene it's dinner.
We don't have time for dinner, Mom. We'll take a sandwich later.
What do you mean, no dinner?
We have to get right to work, all right? Gene!
I've been cooking since 2 o'clock. Your father doesn't come home. You tell me no dinner. What am I, a slave here? Sit down, Pop, when it's ready.
What's up?
What are you doing right now? Whatever you do, forget about it back upstairs. We have to get him right away. Mom, no calls for us. Take a message. We'll get back to him later. And we may be up all night working, so don't get nervous if you hear us yelling, all right? Come on, let's go. We're wasting
You
time.
mind telling me what this is all about?
We got a job at CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Oh, what?
I can't believe how much I did today. I was running all over town. I mean, I met everybody. That made a terrific agent. I talked to these people like they were my friends. I met Abe Burrows. He said, "Good luck, kid. Abe Burrows, the greatest comedy writer in the business." I was on the executive floor, long hallways, pictures of every star in the history of CBS. Jack Benny, Arthur Godfrey, Ed Sullivan, Edward R. Murrow.
You met them?
No, they're pictures. There's too much to tell. I haven't got time. We have to get right to work. I'm so excited. I'm still shaking. Come on, let's go.
Wait a minute. You mean the regular CBS?
No, the fake one.
What, can't you talk this over at dinner?
Is that all you care about, your dinner? The most important thing that ever happened in our lives, and you're worried about a lousy roast?
Just like your father. You're going to be just like your father every day. Next thing I know, you'll turn Eugene against me, too.
Ma, I'm sorry. Shit.
What did you say?
He didn't mean anything.
All right, tell me slow. Tell me everything. But what kind of job did he get? When do we start? How much money do we get paid?
All right. We didn't discuss details. If they like the sketch, then they'll hire us.
If they like the sketch, then they'll hire us. So it's not a job, it's an audition.
It's a job, all right? They just have to like it first.
I knew it was too good to be true.
Let me take care of business, all right? I got us the audition, didn't I?
So it is an audition, why can't you say so? You made it sound like we're leaving for Hollywood tomorrow.
Oh, well, we discussed Hollywood. I said we'd have no problem in moving to Hollywood. We could leave immediately if they wanted us to.
CBS asked if we wanted to go to Hollywood.
No, but I told them so they know how we felt. Look, you have to have confidence when you talk to these people, Eugene. That's why I introduced myself to Abe Burrows.
You introduced yourself.
Yeah, on the elevator. I said, Mr. Burrows, the greatest thing that could ever happen to me is to become a writer on your staff. And he said, good luck, kid, and got off on the 12th floor.
That's why he said good luck, kid. You made it sound like you had lunch with him or something.
Did you talk to Abe Burrows?
That's not exactly talking to Abe Burrows. That's like the Pope waving to you in the Vatican.
Look, you say a lot of people like that 3 or 4 times on the elevator, and they begin to remember you. Hey, I'm starving. You got something in your room, like cookies or something?
Why don't we have dinner first?
We don't have time for dinner. We have to get right to work.
If you can eat cookies, you can eat roast. It just takes another few seconds to chew it.
All right, get some sandwiches. We can eat while we work, all right? And some milk, some dessert, a piece of cake, whatever we got.
How late are we going to work?
Until we finish. Maybe all night. They want the sketch by tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
They want a finished sketch by 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's how television works, all right? These shows are on twice a week, not once a year.
We never wrote a sketch in less than 3 hours. And we only wrote 1 sketch. And the first part needs rewriting. Maybe we're not ready for CBS yet.
You want me to call up and tell them that? Once that kind of thing gets around, Eugene, you're through with all the networks.
You mean to say that CBS is going to call NBC and ABC and tell them that 2 guys auditioning for Brighton Beach can't be depended on?
Maybe. Do you want to take that chance?
You actually believe that our names are going to come up at a meeting with NBC and ABC? We're not even writers yet! You're the manager of boys' clothing at Abraham and Strauss. I'm in the stock room at a music company. Our names don't even come up where we work.
Are you afraid? If you're afraid, tell me. You know, you have to have confidence in this world. If you don't have confidence, I'll always be in boys' clothing, and you will always be in the stock room.
Why will you always be in boys' clothing if I have no confidence? Your career doesn't depend on my confidence.
Yes, it does. We're a team. I need you, you need me. You have a great comic mind, and I'm the best editor, the idea man in the business.
You really believe that?
Absolutely. Hey, I have a talent, right? And we've got talent. And when Joe DiMaggio came up from San Francisco, didn't I say he'd become one of the greatest ball players of all time?
Because he was already a great ball player in San Francisco. Why are we so great? We sold 3 comedy monologues to a guy who plays weddings and bar mitzvahs.
Right. And his salary's tripled in 3 months. Now all the young comics are starting to come to us. How do you think I got us into CBS? You know my friend Walt Garfield, the press agent? He showed the monologues to the head of comedy development. Look, Eugene, I'm going to get us everything we ever dreamed of. If you don't have faith in us, I have enough of the both of us. Now go get the sandwiches so we can get to work on some ideas.
I didn't know we were going to work tonight.
Well, we are, all right? And put some lettuce on mine and some mayonnaise.
The thing is, I wanted to see this girl tonight.
Well, now you won't. And get me some cucumbers, too.
I could leave by 7 and I'll be back by 9. I could ride on the subway. I just have to see her.
You can see her another night. What is wrong with you?
She's engaged to a guy from Harvard. She wants to break it off, but he's coming in tomorrow morning to talk her back into it. If I don't convince her I'm the guy for her, he's liable to talk her into going through with it.
If he can talk her into it, what do you want it for?
Because she's perfect. And you only get 1 chance in life of meeting a perfect girl.
You know how many perfect girls are all in Hollywood? They're all perfect, all right? In 2 years, you'll be sick of perfect girls. You'll be begging for a plain one.
An hour and a half, that's all I'll be gone. I just have to see her face to face or I'll lose her, Stan, I know it.
Look, Eugene, as much faith as I have in us, I don't have that much faith that we can finish the sketch by tonight, but we have to try. Look, remember the story Pop told us about how he had the opportunity to go into business with a friend? How he stayed up all night thinking about it and he couldn't make up his mind. Well, a week later, it was too late. His friend now lives on Park Avenue and Pop is still cutting raincoats. Look, this might be the only opportunity we ever get. Maybe not, but are you willing to risk everything for some girl you might not even be interested in by next week?
I'll be interested in her for the rest of my life.
Fine. Go out with her then. Take all the time you need, all right? I'll write the sketch myself. I mean it. I'm not going to blow this opportunity.
Never mind, I won't see her.
I said I'll do it myself.
Don't do me any favors.
on that?
We're having sandwiches upstairs.